When Jack Nicklaus spoke, the world listened. In an interview following Charlie's victory, Nicklaus didn't mince words. "He's got it," he said. "Not just the swing, not just the mechanics, he's got the presence. You can't teach that." Coming from the greatest major winner in history, those words carried weight. The remark wasn't just praise. It was validation. Golf legends rarely pass the torch easily, but Nicklaus's acknowledgement was a sign that Charlie had crossed an invisible line from potential to realization. Analysts jumped on the comment, dissecting every phrase. Comparing Charlie's early trajectory to both Tiger's and Jack's, the buzz grew louder. Golf Digest ran a headline that read, "The next Woods era has begun." ESPN devoted a full segment to his round, while social media lit up with side-by-side swing comparisons that looked almost surreal. Tiger, ever the stoic presence, smiled quietly when asked about Nicklaus's comment. "Jack's seen a lot of players come and go," he said. "For him to say that means a lot, but for us, it's still about learning, still about putting in the work." That was classic Tiger, deflecting the hype, grounding the moment in discipline. But even he couldn't hide the pride in his eyes. Because deep down, he knew what the world was realizing. This wasn't just another junior win. This was the moment Charlie Woods truly arrived, not as Tiger's son chasing footsteps, but as a name destined to carve his own path into golf's future. Nicklaus's caution struck a chord across the golf world. It wasn't meant to dampen the excitement. It was a reminder of what greatness truly costs. Fame in golf isn't a gentle climb. It's a spotlight that burns brighter with every swing. For Charlie, that light is already blinding. Every photo, every round, every facial expression becomes content for millions of fans and critics alike. In today's world, the challenge isn't just about making birdie sits, about surviving the noise. That's what Nicklaus was really saying. Talent can win tournaments, but only perspective can build a career. And that's what Tiger understands better than anyone. He's been where Charlie is, heading the pressure, the headlines, the endless chase for perfection. The difference now is that Tiger gets to be the shield he never had. When asked about Nicklaus's comments, Tiger nodded knowingly. "Jack's right," he said. "The golf part is easy compared to the rest of it. What matters most is keeping him grounded and making sure he still enjoys the game." That line summed it up perfectly. The future of Charlie Woods won't just be defined by his swing. It'll be defined by how he handles everything that comes with it. Because, as Nicklaus implied, the hardest holes in golf aren't the ones on the course. They're the ones that test your patience, your confidence, and your love for the game itself. He knows firsthand how fame can distort the joy of the game. And in Charlie's case, that distortion could come even faster. Every highlight reel, every headline, every viral swing carries both opportunity and pressure. Nicklaus's message wasn't just to the Woods family, it was to the golf world at large. Let him breathe. Let him grow. Let him be a kid who happens to swing like a legend. Because the danger isn't that Charlie will fail. It's that he'll be crushed under the weight of never being allowed to. For Tiger, that's the mission now. To protect the joy. To make sure that when Charlie steps onto a tee box, he's not playing to meet a legacy, but to build his own. It's easy to forget that Tiger once stood in that same emotional space. Young phenom, carrying the expectations of an entire sport. And he knows that what kept him going wasn't the trophies. It was love for the game. That's why Nicklaus's words, though somber, hold so much value. They remind us that the true test isn't just about winning. It's about staying whole while doing it. And if Charlie can learn that balance early, he won't just inherit a legacy, he'll redefine it. It's a rare kind of parenting in the world of elite sports, one built on experience, restraint, and wisdom earned the hard way. Tiger knows what it's like to be consumed by the expectations of others. He's lived through the scrutiny, the headlines, and the pressure that never sleeps. And now He's determined to make sure Charlie's journey is different. For all the talk about swings and scores, the real story isn't just about golf, it's about legacy and love. Charlie isn't being shaped to replace Tiger. He's being guided to surpass him in a different way, by finding peace where Tiger once found only pressure. Each event, each round, and each victory is another step in that process. Tiger's quiet presence behind the ropes isn't just a father's pride, it's a shield. He's making sure that, as the world watches the rise of a young prodigy, Charlie still gets to be what so few child stars are allowed to be, a kid learning to love the game on his own. Terms. Exposure to professional events are all. And that's where Charlie's next chapter truly begins, not in the thrill of victory, but in the quiet discipline that follows it. Staying grounded amid the noise will define whether his talent turns into greatness. Every young star faces this crossroad, but for Charlie, the stakes are amplified by his last name and the world's gaze. The coming years will test not just his swing, but his patience, humility, and hunger. Can he keep evolving when expectations skyrocket? Can he protect his love for the game when it starts feeling like a job? These are the questions that separate prodigies from legends. Tiger knows better than anyone, which is why he's teaching Charlie that success isn't just about trophies. It's about endurance, maturity, and joy in the process. As Charlie steps into the next stage of his career, he carries more than just a famous name. He carries the lessons, the scars, and the wisdom of a father who's already walked through the fire. The golf world is watching. The future is wide open. And for Charlie Woods, the real test, the one that determines whether he'll just be known as Tiger's son or as a champion, in his own right, is only just beginning. The combination of media pressure, public expectation, and personal ambition can push even the most talented athletes to their limits. It's a delicate balance between thriving under the spotlight and being consumed by it. For Charlie Woods, this balance will define not just his career, but his identity within the game. Every interview, every headline, and every viral clip adds another layer to the weight he carries, a weight most players never have to shoulder at his age. The difference between promise and potential fulfilled will depend on how he manages that pressure. Those close to Charlie, including Tiger, know that golf's greatest battles are rarely fought with a club in hand. They happen quietly in the mind, in moments of doubt, and in the ability to tune out the noise. If Charlie can master that inner game, the same intensity that now threatens to overwhelm him could become the very thing that fuels his greatness.